Okay, we're proceeding to Posuk Vav, where the Malach is taking him in from the Bais. Remember, we spoke before about the famous Bais, which was 3,000 Amma by 3,000 Amma. And he's taking him to the Chotz HaChitzona. The diagram you have in front of you right now is the Chotz HaChitzona. The yellow is considered Chotz HaChitzona, which is equivalent as a Noshim in the Bais Sheni. So you see the big difference in the Bais Sheni. The Noshim was in front of the Azora, as a Srol, as a Skenium, whereas the Chotz HaChitzona over here surrounds the Chotz HaPnimi. Chotz HaPnimi is like the Azora. So the yellow is Chotz HaChitzona, and the blue is the Chotz HaPnimi. Now you have three ways in going to the Chotz HaChitzona, as you see over here. You have Mizrach, Tzafin, and Dorim. And everything you see in Mizrach side, with the Shar, with the Toim, as I'll explain soon, and the Ulam, is exactly in Tzafin and in Dorim. The only difference is, in Mizrach side, the Shar, you have 12 steps going into the Chotz HaChitzona, whereas in Tzafin and Dorim, you have 7 steps. Now let's explain the Sha'arim, and I will have an overlay a little bit on the, as you see over here, the overlay a little bit. So I have 3 colors. You have the purple, the green, and the red. The purple is basically the shar going inside the shar itself. The opening of the shar is 10 amis. That means between Tzafin and Dorim and the shar, the opening of the shar is going to be 10 amis. How about the walls of the Chotz HaChitzona going inside the shar? I mean, all the walls are the 6 amis in the width. Now, the Posuk will tell you can have a Safa shar, which is also 6, goes on the wall, which is also 6 amis. You go a little bit towards Maidiv, you have the green. The green is the Ulam. You see 2 walls going out of Chotz HaChitzona from Mizrach Maidiv. These walls are 8 amis, and in front of them you have Amudim, which is 2 amis together, 10 amis going out from protruding from the Chotz HaChitzona from Mizrach Maidiv. How about in Tzafin Dorim? Is first of all, every wall is extended from the shar 1.5 amis. So if the shar is 10 amis, and you have 1.5 amis, the wall of Tzafin going inside to the Chotz HaChitzona, and the wall of Dorim inside, so you have 13 amis. If you look in the Ulam HaShar, as you look on top, it says 13. That's 13 amma, because the walls of the Ulam, each one, when extended itself from the Shar, 1.5 amma. That's what Ulam HaShar. The Toyim, if you go towards outside the Chotz HaChitzona, outside the Chotz HaChitzona, you see 6 Toyim. Every Torah has dimension of 6 by 6. So, and where is the wall of the Torah start? The wall of the Torah starts 2.5 amis away from the Shar. So the Shar is 10 amis, and the wall to Tzafin is 2.5 amis past that Shar, which is 1 amma past the Ulam HaShar, because the Ulam HaShar was 1.5 amma. This wall is 2.5 amma. So the space in the red 2 arrows is 15 amma bein atoim. You see on the overlay in the top. This is exactly of the bottom. It says 15 amas between wall to wall. Now, how much is the whole? This is just, it doesn't say over here, but you buy Tzuras HaBais. It has all the numbers we have over here. The Tzuras HaBais is from the Yechezkel Yom Tov. It's explains mainly is Mefarish Rashi with a lot of commentary, his own commentary of the Yechezkel Yom Tov, which is very helpful to learn the Bais Shlishi. From Mizrach to Maidiv in the whole Chotz HaChitzona, how much is it? It's 317. How do you have 317? So you have the yellow from Mizrach side, which is the Dalid, they says, the Dalid, which comes from the Chotz HaChitzona, on the Mizrach side, the Chotz HaPnimi, the Chemes from the Chotz HaChitzona, from Mizrach side to the Chemes from the Chotz HaPnimi and Mizrach side is 100 amma. That's the yellow part which you see in Dalit. Then the Chotz HaPnimi itself is 100 Amma, which is Yutes, going Mizrach HaMa'ariv. And then the Heichel, which consists of the Ulam and the Kodesh, the Kodesh Kadoshim, everything, and behind everything is 100 Amma, so you have 300 Amma. Now behind the Kodesh Kadoshim, I think it's Nun Gimel you see in the picture, or I see 4, that is 11 Amma. So you have together 311 Amma. And plus the wall of the Chotz HaPnimi, which over here is basically Lamed Ches, I believe. Lamed Ches, that's a wall of Chotz HaPnimi. It's another 6 Amma. The thickness of the wall is 6 Amma. So together, you have 317. How about Tzof and Nedarim? Tzof and Nedarim, you have 312. From the Tzof side of the Chotz HaChitzona, which is a hay on the picture, the yellow part from the Chotz HaChitzona, from the wall of the Chotz HaChitzona to the wall of Chotz HaPnimi, is 100 Amma. The Chotz HaPnimi, again, is 100 Amma. It says 100 by 100. And then the Ches part, in the Durham side of the Chotz HaChitzona, between the Chotz HaPnimi and the Chotz HaChitzona, in the Durham side is also 100 Amma. So you have 300 Amma. And then you have also 2 walls of the Chotz HaPnimi, which each one is 6 Ammas, so 312 Amma. We did not put in the walls, count the walls of the Chotz of the Chemes of the Chemes of the Chotz HaChitzona. If we would count that, we have to add 12 on both sides. So this is what we have right now, the general picture. As we said before, Mizrach, Tzof, and Darim are all the same. If you know Mizrach well, then Tzof and Darim you should understand also. Okay, now we'll proceed. Okay, Posuk Vav now. We're going to start Posuk Vav, and on the picture, in diagram, it's Aleph. Mizrach side, it's the purple arrows. And he's telling you he's coming, the Malach has taken him in to the gate, to this Shar, Mizrach side, and went up the steps. Rashi will see in Rashi 12 steps, as in the Bais Sheni. And he's measuring both sides, Tzofan side and Darim side of the post, which is on the wall, which is 6 Amos, Mizrach L'Mayriv. So now we're going to go into the Posuk. And he came to the Shar, to the gate, which is facing the Mizrach side, east side, and he went up in the steps. And he measured one saf, one side. One kana, a kana we said is 6 amas, reichav, ve'saf echad kana echad reichav. On the second side, also in the other side, the saf, the young Mizrach L'Mayriv, is also 1 kana, 6 amas. Rashi, va'yavi el shar ashapanu derech hakidima. So Rashi says, nichnas l'techa hekef, he entered in the enclosure. If you look in the, we learned before there was a Chemes Harabais learned previous Psukim. So he's going to the Chemes Harabais, which is 3,000 Amma by 3,000 Amma. He's going all the way in the Chemes Harabais, in the Harabais. He goes all the way to Shar. Now he's coming into the Shar Mizrachi of the Chotz HaChitzona. So he's coming into Bali Shai Ez Nashim Mizrachi. He nikras Chotz HaChitzona b'chala inyan hazeh. As a Nashim is called Chotz HaChitzona. In the entire account over here, it's called Chotz HaChitzona. V'shehu v'nei Ez Yisrael, because this is in front of Ez Yisrael. That was the yellow is the Chotz HaChitzona, and that is before the blue, and you go from Mizrach L'Mayriv, which is Chotz HaPnimi. V'yal b'ma'aleisov. Sheshapur har, the incline of the mountain. Heilig ve'elim nachel atachning. Remember the Bais Sheni, we had the chel, and from the chel he went up to the Nashim with 12 steps. As Nashim stem esrei mailis. Case Sheninu, as we learned of name chel, in front of us, in the midis. Perek Bais, he speaks about the Bais, and in front of him you have the Sedig, then you have the Chel, in front of the Sedig you have the Chel, Yud Ames, the Yud Beis Mailis, and from the Chel, you have 12 steps, how you show them the 12 steps going up to the Edes Nashim. Saf Ashar, he mezuzah Ashar, this is the doorpost of the Shar. Kon echad reichev, sheish amas. We already said before, the previous Pesuk, Kon is six amas. Mechas is called Evi HaChoyme, and it covers up the Evi HaChoyme. You see, in the Shar, two pieces of red sticking out, that's the Evi HaChoyme. It goes around and around, the Chayme Chitzayna. So and that it was you have the mezuzah, the doorpost, which covers up the Evi HaChoyme, which is also Kon ech k'masham l'mayla. V'safa echod, mezuzah shenis, achas mitzofein, v'achas midorim. So one from Tzofin side and one from Dorim side. We'll go to the next Posuk. Okay, we'll learn Mitzvahs David. He says Yavai. He adds a little bit of it. But Yavai, a malach nichnas techa hekem ha'chema. He says the malach went inside an enclosure of the chema. The chema is Bais. Ubaloi le'ezes noshim, and he came to the noshim. El hashar ha'poinim mizracha, to the shar which is facing Mizrach side. And this Ezas Noshim, which is like we said before, is the yellow that we saw in the diagram, is considered Chatzar Chitzena. Shechitzena Ezas Yisrael. This is Chitzena to Ezas Yisrael. The Yal b'Maleisov Achlei Bar Lashar, before he came to the Shar, Holav b'Mailes, he went with steps. Before coming into Aleph, he had steps. This high, the mountain kept on going up, towards the west. It says from Mizrach L'Mayriv, it keeps as a mountain, keeps on going higher and higher. And there were steps over there. He says, it says David, like the Oivi HaChoyme, the whole Choyme around and around the Chatz Chetzayna, it was 6 amas. Let's say 6 amas. You look at Mizrach side. So 6 amas in Mizrach L'Mayriv. Tzofin side, the Tzofin the Dorim. He says the Choyme, the thickness of the wall around. Basically, the thickness of the wall of Chatz Chetzayna was 6 amas. Ve'isaf echod atzaleim v'chein midat mod asaf echod b'shemulei, corresponding it v'ikon echod reichav. Okay, we'll go to Posuk Zayin. Well, before we go to Posuk Zayin, look at the diagram. You have the Bais. The Bais is showing in the Mizrach, it shows 6 boxes. Those 6 boxes are called Toim. And he's going to tell you, it's going to be 6 Toim in the Mizrach, actually in all 3 sides, Mizrach, Tzofin, and Dar, but now we're speaking about Mizrach side. As we said in Lakdome, that the 6 Toim are extended, the wall starts 2.5 amma from the Shar. So it's 10 amas the Shar and 2.5 amma from each side extended the wall, so it's 15 amma space between the Toim. Now, how much is the Toy itself? The Toy itself is, we'll say, is 1 kana the width and 1 kana the length. It'll be 6 amma by 6 amma. The walls between the Toim, you see, you have walls between. You have 4 walls, right? You have in 3 Toim each side. You have 4 walls. These walls are 5 amas the width. Now he's going to go. He's going to speak right now. He's going to actually. We see in front of the ulam right now. He's going to speak. He's going to say the saf hashar is also the width of the shar. We'll soon see the saf is 2 amas from Mizrach L'Mayriv, but the width from Tzofin L'Darim is 6 amas. So I'm going to start right now. We're going to say the pasuk right now. And the cell, the 6 cells. Was 1 kana the length, which is 6 amas. The width inside the box, the 6 boxes, each box had a kana echad reichav. Each box corresponds a cell. So that cell was 6 amas in the length, 6 amas in the width. Between the toim is 5 amas. That means the 4 walls between the toim is 5 amas. Also the wall, Mizrach side, was also 5 amas. The other side, which is the chemes from the Chatzar Chitzayna, we already said is 6 amas. But the outside wall coming in is also 5 amas. The Saf Hashar, Meitzulam Hashar, how about the Saf Hashar, the post? In the ulam, in front of the ulam, which we're talking about the green arrows. If you see the green arrows in front of that, you have 2 little dots. That should be a little. So you look on the overlay. So the Saf Hashar will be next to the green and the ovals, the brown ovals. The brown ovals from the Nedarim, each one will be 6 amis, as the width of the ulam is, you see, 6 amis. The Mizrach Hamar will be 2 amis. Rashi, Vata, Hu Yatzia. It's called Yatzia. Same, Shekedin Avdins. And there were 3 on the right side of the shar, which is the southern side of the shar, and 3 on the left side, which is the northern side of the shar. Like it says it'll say in the whole section right away. That's how he's going to explain it. Now he says that the toim we're near the Keis Amzrachi of the Chatzach Hitzoina of the Noshim. If you look at the Chatzach Hitzoina, you look at the wall, it's going right on top of the wall, right connected to the wall of the Chatzach Hitzoina. And it's going towards the Bais. Remember, we said there's a whole chayma around. We don't have the picture of it. There's a whole chayma around this Chatzach Hitzoina, and these time are facing the Bais. Like Rashi, how do I know that these toim are outside? Maybe it's inside. When you say in Posuk Yud Zayin, after the whole Inyan, speaking about the shar of the Mizrahi side, it says over there, then it takes me in the Chatzach Hitzoina. From here I learned what it said before Posuk Yud Zayin, is outside, didn't go inside yet, didn't go Chatzach Hitzoina. So with these 6 time basically is outside of the Chatzach Hitzoina, as you see in the diagram. The chalal, the space, the area of each one of them is 6 cubits square. This is 6 amis square, 6 by 6. So these walls that are mafsik, that separate the cells, you see the 6 cells, the walls that separate the cells, there are 4 walls in the whole 3 cells. So the walls that separate it is of yom hey amis. The thickness is 5 amis. V'chein tigmi Yenisa says in Bein Tavyo Ksala hey am. The time is a case of 5 amis. V'chein shnim sach the midas, and Yolim sach the midas also when it comes around the heichal the time there it's case la to chamesh. V'saf hashar meitzul hashar, and you have the post that we're going to the green arrows you see in the front of that, the ulam, it's a ulam hashar, shefnim hashar also ulam. Now inside the shar there was a ulam, mechubal hashar, the ulam was also attached, connected to the gate. I was explained this whole account of it. You see over here that the ulam is attached to the Chatzach Hitzoina, the gate of the wall of the Chatzach Hitzoina. Beilat has noshim es amis, as we said, the Akdome, it's sticking out to the Eres Nosh Chatzach Hitzoina 10 amis, and below shoyd losses and mezuzahs, and in the front end you have doors and posts. This is what it's meant when he says Savashar Shu Eitzel Ulam Hashar. So this Savashar is in front of the Ulam Hashar, which is the width is 6 amis. 6 amis mitzvah from the dorim of each wall of the ulam. Bais, the Rashi claims hatnim towards the inside. Kana echad. Rabbi lechasis eivichemis ulam. The width of one kana, which is 6 amis, it covers the thickness of the wall. The thickness of both walls is 6 amis. Echad min v'echad smel. The thickness of the walls of the ulam, as we'll explain further.